We've heard Matt Hargett and Brian Hurt talk about the goal of building an instinctively responsive luxury sports sedan. So how did they do it? A couple of key improvements, if we measure against the current generation TL, can be found in body stiffness. The suspension systems continue to improve and adapt to road surfaces. Agile Handling Assist kicks in before Vehicle Stability Assist comes on, helping drivers handle fun, winding roads.
So for Agile Handling Assist, which we call AHA, it's essentially brake vectoring. And when you use this brake vectoring, or when the customer will be using this, is say if they're getting off the interstate and they're looping around on the exit, and maybe they're going into that a little bit too fast. Essentially what the AHA is doing is it's braking the inside wheel. And so it's helping to pull the front end of that car over. And it's all about keeping the car on the correct line. You know, the customer sets the line and they know where they want to go. And with all of the systems we got on the car, we can basically help them follow that line.
We'll try the lane change here.
And one of the things that you're getting into right there is what we call the Agile Handling Assist. So you're not getting into full VSA activation. The Agile Handling Assist, actually, when you get to a certain level, it's kind of pre-VSA, but what it's doing, it's kind of brake vectoring. So again, it's essentially slowing down that inside tire, and that's helping to bring that front end around. And you were easily getting into it right there.
I like it. Yeah. It really helps keep the car planted.
The new TLX is intuitive both in terms of how it drives and in terms of how its technology senses what's happening and helps the vehicle and driver react to various situations.
One of the technologies that we do have in this vehicle is the Amplitude Reactive dampers, and essentially, just very simply, it's basically a two-valve system. And so when we're going over, just small undulations like this, it's using one set of valves, and so that's why we don't get this nervousness in the vehicle that we had with past damping systems.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get into the big bumps, it actually goes to a different set of valves, and so we can use that to enhance the sporty characteristic of the car. We haven't used this track for a long time, and when we first brought the car out here to do a little testing and tuning, I was a little bit worried about it.
Yeah.
Because this track is rough. It's rougher than most roads we ever see, right?
Easy.
And I drove it on the course the first time, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, it is so good out here.
This is the perfect demonstration for it.
Yeah, and again, when you drive the competitor cars out here, it's night and day difference. We've got them beat hands down.
Yeah.
If you could just get every customer that's going out there to look at a BMW or an Audi to drive this car back to back on this track, I don't think anybody would buy one of those cars.
I tell you what, one of the things I'm most impressed with is just the recovery. Like when we go over, like when you catch air, it just, I mean, it finds the ground, sticks.